Hey guys, Funder here, and I am back at the ISCC Racing Network to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of the ISCC Insomniac Elite Series. Well, it's time for the final non-American round of the championship. We are here in the United Arab Emirates at the Dubai Street Circuit for round number 22 of the championship. Only 4 rounds to go. This is a pretty flat track, but there's a lot of room and a lot of potential for exciting racing. It is going to be a good race. I'm pretty excited for that. We got a lot to talk about after last week's race in Japan. For one thing, Seth Cole was injured in his wreck in Japan. And he'll be out for probably about 2 races time. His replacement is Nico Polyakov, who will be working with them next year. So I guess he's getting an early start with the team here. Gal Redlick was he was badly shaken up and was not cleared to race this week. So, he's also been replaced. Polyakov's role in the 13s being filled by Moroccan Abdel Jabri, which you may know from the Sony 400, because it's the same guy that drove for Team Umbrella in that race. And the other is Dylan Yazer, who you probably haven't heard of unless you watch Formula X. Dylan Yazer is from the UAE, and he used to race in Formula X and was not particularly successful. But you'll see what he does in a stock car. But probably the biggest story of all is PJ Williams, who made an ass out of himself in Tokyo, in the round of Japan. And for one, he got a 25-point penalty, which literally cut his point total in half. And then, just at insult to injury, he's gone. TRU owner Trek Tauger has released him. He's not in this series anymore. His replacement is Chris Smith, the Irishman that raced the Sony 400 for Mach Free Motorsports. So yeah, I got some new drivers this week. We'll see how they do in this race. Let's get down to the track for your starting lineup. Well, Cosmic Nova's finally qualified for the shootout, but I don't think he cares so much about that. He just wants to win this race, because he hasn't won a race all year. Will it happen? Will it happen today? We'll find out. Let's get those engines fired up and let's go racing. I still find it hard to believe that Cosmic Nova hasn't won a race this year. But he's finally qualified very well here, starting on the pole. This could be his best shot. And if he wins this race, I feel he might be right there in a championship fight. Speaking of which, DJ Kurtis and Ryder Smith need to gain some good points today. But we're going to be rounding the final corner here, and we're green. We're rocking in Dubai. Heading down the first turn. Nova's got a pretty decent start. Curtis gives the 43 a little bump as he's going to try and go for the lead. He doesn't get the best run in the turn 1. Turn 1 prefers the outside, but if you run too wide, you're going to go off on the paint there, and there's not a lot of grip there. Nova's gotten a good start. Louvier is stuck battling with DJ Curtis right here. He can't... He probably wants to close on the 43, but he's got to deal with Curtis. But like I was going to mention here, DJ Curtis and Ryder Smith need the finish in front of Maxwell Chan, because Japan had a huge twist that nobody was expecting. DJ Kurtis and Ryder Smith, who've been contending for the championship for pretty much this entire second half, are now suddenly having to chase down Maxwell Chan, because Chan pulled out a 30-point lead after the last race. And Connor Atwood's also very high up there. He's not had a good start though. Ryder Smith kind of botched his qualifying, but he's trying to move forward right now, but it does seem like he's making progress. Yes, so yeah, Smith, he's gonna need to get serious here. And there's Polyakov. He's gotten off to a rather decent start there. And Angels had a bad line. Kurtis goes wide there, and here comes Charles Sanford. And Louvier is on the back bumper of the 43. He's caught him in a hurry, and he's gonna make a move down low. Louvier has not had the best of seasons, but what else is new? I mean, after all, it seems like he's wrecking out every other week. And oh, and a touch! Nova is not giving up that spot. Nova is not giving up that spot. Not without a serious fight. But here's Kurtis. He's now looking on Sanford. They get very close together. He's not going to... he wants that spot. And here comes Sean Angel, who's moving forward in a hurry. Angel needs a great run. If he gets one, he might be able to get himself into this title fight. And he gets around Chan. We got the McLaren of Will Hoyt here, the Thunder cars of Balzac and Wood. They got Fitzwater hanging back here. Head of the final corner again. Louvier has not yet made a move on the 43. We'll see if he tries to make a move here at the end of this lap here, starting on the lap 3. It doesn't look like he's going to make one yet. Let's see what he does here. Nova runs a little wide. Louvier's pushed him up there, down on the paint, and Louvier takes the lead. Here's Kurtis Smith. He's actually been pretty decent this week. I don't think people were expecting him to perform too well, probably just because of because the TRU cars have been terrible this year, so, and who can blame them? But Smith's been doing a pretty decent job. He's been about mid-pack for most of the sessions, which for this year's TRU is pretty dang impressive. He's the leading TRU car right now, actually. Yeah, he's even beating Felix Fyodor, so he's doing well. Here's Nico Polyakov, who's not having a good start. That car doesn't seem to be running very well right now. But, and then here's your Black Storm drivers right here. Yeah, here's Abdel Jabri. He doesn't appear to be off to a great start, but I guess it's a typical Black Storm fare right here. He's at least beating one of his teammates. And then the other Black Storm, Dylan Yazer's actually been off to a good start here. He's in 30th, which is pretty good for a Black Storm. This is maybe the best, most pace we've seen out of a Black Storm out of that 66 team in a while. So yeah, Yazer actually doing pretty well. Sanford is hounding the back bumper of that 43, and he's gonna try and go for second. And he's gonna make a move. Angel's hanging back there, and he's gonna make it free wide for the second spot. He's not gonna... no, he's held it there through that kink. Bit of a surprise, but it tells you just how strong that 20 car is. And they're gonna go free wide, and Nova's gonna lose out here. Seems like that car is not perfect, but he's just working it the best he can. So I wouldn't count out Nova just yet. Seems like Angel's gonna take second. Sanford is going to be in third, as Angel is now going to try and chase down the 98. Oh, but not before Sanford makes a look on the 20. They almost touch. Sanford gets loose. Nova's going to come back, and he's going to retake third as Wilhoy moves to the top 5, and he's now giving Sanford a challenge for 4th. And here's Kurtis trying to make a move on David Balzac. He's not going to make that one happen. Yeah, Sanford's got the preferred line here. If you're on the outside in this corner, you're basically screwed. But here comes Nova. He's coming back. He hasn't gotten the best run. He hasn't had the best run of that corner. The Angel is now trying to chase down Louvier. He is very close to his back bumper. As he's going to try and make a move for P1 here. And here he goes. He's looking. He's going to make a dive. He doesn't have the run, though. Not going to happen. And he is he's just going to hang in behind. And he's going to try to make a move again down the final corner. He needs to clear him really before the end of the corner, because on the exit the outside's better. He didn't do it. I think Louvier's going to get it. thing is, he would have been fine if it weren't also for the fact that the inside is better for turn 1. Yeah, Louvier's got it. And now Angel's run a little bit wide, and he's going to fall into the clutches of Cosmic Nova. Oh, Smith's run a little bit wide. Oh, he's lost it a little bit. And there's Mason Powers. The 8's gone around. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, let's take a look at a replay of that. Kurtis and Smith was battling with Jock J. Cook. And J. Cook kind of squeezes him out. He runs wide. He's onto the paint there. There's not a lot of grip there. He gets loose. Down to Powers, who then proceeds to just, instead of back off, he just turns him into the wall. Like I already didn't have enough reasons to hate that guy. So yeah, Kurtis and Smith, first race, was actually doing well. Gets turned by an idiot. Man, that is a tough break. And that's probably not how he wanted his debut to go at all, but what he did throughout this weekend was still impressive. And also, I think this just kind of comes to show the 48 car curse is not a thing anymore, but something tells me that curse just moved to a new team, and now the 8 car is now the 8 might be the cursed car, because this thing always seems, it seems like we always see this thing in the wall. Louvier is pulling a bit of a gap right now. He's got a very strong car there, and there's Argus Smith in the pit lane. But yeah, Louvier, he's got a pretty strong car here, one of the best road course cars he's probably had all year. Yeah, could Louvier get a shot at a second win? We'll have to wait and see. He's actually 2 of his 3 wins are on road courses, so he's a much better road ringer than one might expect. But will he be able to pull it off today? I don't know. Angel is managed to hold off Nova. Will Hoyt's now in 4th. Got Valzak in 5th. Kurtis 6th. Sanford 7th. William Duncan's up into 8th. Duncan's form has been incredible as of late. If he didn't have that penalty, he would probably be actually probably be relevant in the championship. He'd probably be a relevant name in the championship for all those penalties. But here's Maxwell Chan. He's in 10th. He's currently losing some points to DJ Kurtis. And then here's Ryder Smith. He's up to 13th place. Good showing there. But then here's Niko Polyakov, who's still kind of running. I mean, he's a rookie. He's not. Well, I wouldn't really expect him to do too well. There's Jordan Davis. See, I kind of expecting a little more out of him. I don't know. Seems Davis is just kind of scaled back for the rest of this year. I don't know if he's going to be a factor in his championship or not. Angel's caught up to the 98. It seems like nobody's really being able to break away for a long amount of time here. Oh, Louvier blocked rather aggressively there. He does not want to let Angel get by him. But Angel gives him a bump, pushes him out wide, and he keeps it under control, but he gets a little on the paint, kind of spun the tires a little, and Angel will get the lead. And now here comes Nova, who has not picked the preferred line. Let's see if he can pull that off. Will Hoyt's just kind of hanging back. We'll see if he can maybe get a move done here. Yeah, kind of just like expected, Nova wasn't really able to get that move done. But here comes Louvier with a pretty solid run coming onto the straight. Coming on the back straight here, he's got a pretty good run, and he's going to try and make a move. But that 20 car has got better aerodynamics than the 98, and he holds on. We're gonna head into the next set of corners here, the final 2 corners. This could be a good shot for Louvier to make a move. But can he make it stick down here into the final turn? I would wait and set up my move for turn 1. But we know Louvier is not really a patient kind of guy. He's not went for it yet, actually, interestingly enough. But Angel really does seem to have the acceleration there too. But Louvier, he gets the inside on him. Angel into the paint, and there he goes. Louvier takes the lead, and Nova sweeps on by to take P2. It's times like these where I'm starting to realize just how terrible that 25 crew's been this year. I mean, yeah, Seth Cole's been underperforming, but that car has not exactly been there sometimes. And poor Nico Polyakov. He finally gets himself some good equipment, and the crew fails him, gives him a terrible car. Yeah, if you could tell, that 25 car is struggling, and I wouldn't expect him to be in the points for much longer. That is a tough break for Polyakov. He just, yeah. I hope that crew gets their damn act together when we head to Decatur, because he deserves better than this. Our driver who's underperforming right now is Connor Atwood, and this is kind of Atwood's season in a nutshell. Either he's very quick, or he's nowhere. This week, it appears to have been nowhere, especially since he hasn't even been all that quick this week. The Manson car has not been particularly good here, and yeah, Atwood's just not doing a whole lot. And there's Matt Duncan in the 6th. Right after his good run in Japan, he goes right back to being in the back. And Nick Pericles is also having a terrible day right now in 34th place. 35th, actually. Yeah, Pericles is doing terribly right now. There's Everett, who's also doing terribly. Nova's taking the lead there. Duncan and Kurtis, they're battling for a spot. Looks like Duncan moves into 5th. And we're going to give an update here on Ryder Smith, who's into 11th. He's got a great car right now. He's actually got Maxwell Chen in his sights. So Smith, he's got a good car here, that's for sure. Both Kurtis and Smith having good showings here to try and keep themselves in the title fight. Once again, Nova has not been able to break away. Louvier is right on his back bumper. He's looking to the outside. I wouldn't do that. He pulls back in. Gonna try and put the pressure on Nova, and he's got a great entry. And Nova's gonna run a little wide, and Louvier gets it. Yeah, it's so easy to push a car up there in that first turn to make sure you get the move done. And Louvier has done that, and he's gonna take the lead. And Will Hoyt's up here as well. It's great to see Will Hoyt having such a good run right in that 16 car. Because while Will Hoyt has had some great moments this year, overall he's kind of played, in general, he's kind of played second fiddle to his teammate Ali Nelson. But, he's taking a spotlight here today. Well, here's Polyakov. He's not really in the points anymore. And, oh, we got contacted! Well, definitely deserves better. I mean, this is fucking stupid. I mean, first the 25 crew builds him a terrible car, and then Davis comes in, pushing around his teammates, and takes out... Yeah, this is stupid in and of itself. He takes out his teammate Henry Sanford, but then he also takes out Polyakov. Polyakov is able to keep going with some damage, though. That damage, I think, that's a pretty hefty damage, and I think it could mess up the handling, and that might be his race, basically. So Nico Polyakov didn't even get a chance today, and that is absolutely frustrating. Yeah, let's hope he gets a good showing in Decatur, because this was just awful. Update on our title contenders here. Ryder Smith is in the top 10 now. He's in 9th, battling of Zachary Fitzwater for 10th. And Chan's falling back a little bit. That handling on that 51 is kind of falling off a little bit. And this is exactly what Kurtis and Smith needed to see. This is exactly what they wanted to see. Because that just means more points for them. Kurtis in P6. He's been holding off Sanford, who's also been having some poor handling right now. And then here's Nova, Will Hoyt, Angel, Louvier. They're kind of starting to settle out a little bit, but we're probably still going to see some battles here as we're going to be approaching the first round of pit stops here soon enough. Audeliers are catching the lap car of Chris Smith, and Louvier, he needs to pick a line. Gonna go to the outside. Not a good move. Angel makes a better decision. Goes to the inside. Uses the lap car as a pick to send Louvier wide. Smith tries to hold it, but that car has some evil handling. Almost forced him onto the paint. And Angel uses the lap car to his advantage and takes the lead of the race. Will White's gonna get by without a problem. It didn't seem like Smith was doing anything wrong there. He's trying to hold his line, but it's something we've made note of throughout the year, that this year's TRU is a rather evil handling car. So like, you can't really put much blame on him. I mean, it looks like he's holding his line anyway. But back to the topic at hand, with Angel taking the lead here. Nova's falling back a little bit. Can he catch back up here? We're hitting on to lap 23 here. We are getting close to green flag, to our first and only round of pit stops, and it's going about right at the halfway point. Like, the pit window is about lap 25, 26, something like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of glad we're not going for 60 laps, because then we'd have some dumb stuff going on in the pit stops. And as you saw, Louvier takes the lead there. Nova is just kind of hanging back at this point. He's slowly closing in. Not really trying a whole lot, though. He's just kind of settled into a run here. We're going to take a look for the field here. Powers in the points. Of course. Oh, there's Finn guy. Looks like his car has gotten a bit... It's kind of like... It's gotten a bit better since the start, but Chan's car has just gotten a lot worse. Like, wow, that car is handling terribly right now. He's fallen all the way down to 17th. That's some weird stuff. There's Davis. He's not doing so well right now. And there's Atwood in 28. Let's see where our Blackstorm drivers are. Gazer has fallen to 35th, a more typical spot for a Blackstorm, but he's still beating Abdel Jabri. So yeah, he's still the lead Blackstorm driver. So yeah, good showing from Gazer. Angel has taken the lead here. We're on lap number 25, and like I said, the pit window is going to be opening here. So we're gonna be seeing some guys starting to come down pit road. Nico Polyakov's already pit. You want to get that damage fixed. Unfortunately, that car is still not quick because seriously, fuck the 25 crew. But yeah, you're seeing some of the leaders come down pit road now. Angel is gonna come down now, and he's followed by two of the Wrecking Balls drivers. Will White stayed out, along with William Duncan. Kurtis and Sanford are in. So is Balzac. Nelson, Silver Fox stay out. Favor is staying out, along with Sanner, Finn Guy, and Chan, which I don't think was a good move considering the way his car is handling right now. I got Davis, Powers, Young, Duran, Cavinaro, Theodore. They're all staying out there. And oh, here's William Duncan, who's finding himself stuck behind the 87. 87 of Daniel Voiles. First I've mentioned that name in a while. And go figure, he's being a nuisance. And yeah, the 97 got loose there. Voiles absolutely ruined Duncan's in-lap. You'd think it'd be more respectful, but it's Daniel Voiles. He's always on push hard. Never backs off, and it can get annoying. But now now the rest of them are coming down. I'll be surprised if anyone stays out. Will Hoyt, Duncan, they're in. Kurtis Smith. A few more cars coming down. What? We got... Really? Mason Powers is staying out another lap. That's a bold move. We'll have to see how that works out. Well, I gotta give credit that I gotta give credit that yeah, that's a pretty bold strategy call. If it works, it might be pretty good there. And I think he's the only driver that's still out on track. Yeah, he is. And there's Angel. Angel's leading this race now. Nova comes out in second. Will Hoyt third. Louvier fourth. Duncan fifth. Sanford sixth. Balzac seventh. Smith in eighth. Smith and Kurtis are right beside each other. Wow, this could be interesting to see these two battle. And it looks like Fitzwater is still in the top 10, so... yeah, Fitzwater's been rather quiet today. Where do they keep going here? I guess we want to see a battle between Kurtis and Smith. It looks like Smith's got the upper hand there. Yeah, he's got the spot. And here's a lap car of Chris Argus Smith. Oh, Balzac getting a little close, and he just ran to the back of the 8. You know, I really can't put much blame on Smith there. It didn't look like he deviated too much. It's just like, this is like Balzac just broke way too, he just broke way too late there. And kind of ran to the back of the 8. That might affect the 99. We'll see if it does. Smith and Kurtis still doing battle. Kurtis has re-challenged the 83, and he's beside him. We'll see if he can get that move done there. It's not going to happen here, I don't think. As we're going to head into the sweeper. There's the 8 of Smith. This could be Kurtis' opportunity. There's a little bit of contact there. Smith's not even trying to be a nuisance. They just keep catching him, and people just keep catching him in bad spots and are being aggressive around him. Just being generally aggressive around that 8 car. And it doesn't really seem like he's done anything terrible, though. Alright, back to this. Smith is still holding on. Hopefully that doesn't hurt his car. It doesn't seem like it is, but... Kurtis is going to try... But in case it does hurt him a little bit, Kurtis is sure to take advantage of that. And head down into the final corner. I think Nova's actually been catching Angel a little bit. Yeah, Nova's catching Angel pretty quickly. We'll get to that, but we're watching this battle right here. As Kurtis is going to try and make a move here. And Smith runs wide, and there you go. Kurtis now takes 8. And he's going to try and break away, but we haven't seen that work a whole lot. But he's going to try and make it happen. Now, onto this situation here. Angel's had a big lead after pit stops, about 4 seconds, but Nova's closing that gap very quickly. For Cosmic Nova, he's being a closer right here. He's a lot quicker than 20. Yet Nova is just... he's focusing hard. He's focusing. He's wanting. He's trying. He's going to try and take out this victory. Remember, Nova has not yet won a race this year. Could have happened in this race. We'll see. You can see that 20's visibly on Cosmic Nova's camera shot there. He is slowly... he's actually pretty quickly catching up. Yeah, it's not a matter of if he's going to catch up, it's a matter of when. And when he catches up, can he make a move? Because just because the car behind's quicker doesn't mean the leader can't hold him off through some good defending. And Angel is a pretty solid defender. Getting word of an incident here. Apparently involves Connor Atwood, as Atwood kind of got into the 22 after the 22 got loose. And there goes Powers. That's karma. That is... he got taken out in a very similar fashion that he took out Argus Smith. So, yeah, that's karma. Well, Maxwell Chan's car is back to normal. They fixed whatever handling problems are going up that car, and he's now setting some very fast lap times. As, wow, Finguy just gone off to Narnia. I don't know what was going on there. Finguy does appear to have a pretty solid car as well. 100 Black. So these guys are all trying to work their way forward. Davis is barely in the points. It's pretty nice to see Dylan Young running in the points, though. He's had a pretty quiet day. Hasn't actually caused any kind of shenanigans or anything of the sort. He's just quietly doing pretty well. And Connor Atwood's car is working fairly well right now, too, so we could be seeing something interesting happening here. And meanwhile, Kurtis actually succeeded in breaking away from Ryder Smith. I think that damage may have affected him after all. But really, it seems like Kurtis' car is good. He set the 7th quickest lap of the race last time by. Another interesting thing is that the damage on Valzak does not appear to be affecting him a whole lot. Or if it is, it's not affecting him enough because he's still keeping up with these guys. That's some pretty impressive stuff there from the Polish driver. A great showing here for him. A great showing here from him, just showing that, yeah, he's not as terrible as some people may think he is. That gap is down to a 1.5 seconds now. Cosmic Nova having a fantastic drive right now. This is really typical Cosmic Nova fashion right here, and he's gonna try and pull this off. Like I said, it's clear he's gonna catch up to him. It's just a matter of if he can make a move or not. We're gonna be catching Kurtis Smith again here. And he's gonna go a 3rd lap down. I really do feel bad for Smith, but he'll get more chances because he's gonna be in that car for the rest of the year. And, there's Jabri and Yazer. They seem to be doing okay. Polyakov's saying some better lap times actually. He's kind of just hanging back in here. Man, it would be embarrassing if he loses to the 13 car. Rather frustrating because I mean a lot of the issues today weren't really his fault. Yeah, let's hope he gets a better shot at Decatur. And Pericles still isn't doing that well. Guess Pericles just isn't having a good day. Just wasn't happy with the car here. And Shelley's car is also kind of struggling here. Don't know what happened to him. Atwood's hanging behind Davis. He wants to get into the points. Like Dylan Young's there. Yeah, Chan and Finguy are both catching the 30 there. So we might see them move up the order before this race is done. Look at this. Nova has completely closed the gap now. He is within striking distance here with 16 laps remaining in the race. He's not quite there, but you saw he was in striking distance down to turn number 1. It's gonna be time for an opportunity here soon. He should be able to make a pass here soon enough. But you can just see they're visibly close together. And we look like here. Does Valzak actually make a move on his teammate? Yeah, that damage does not affect him one bit. And DJ Kurtis is actually catching these guys up here. So he's catching them up here. He's going with Chan working his way up the order. This is definitely what Kurtis needs to be able to catch up to these guys and maybe make a few moves to gain some points. Speaking of which, Chan and Finguy have not made any passes yet, but they've caught the 30 of Kyle Collins now. They're catching up to him, so they'll be making a move there shortly, and they'll probably catch the 17 of Brandon Wood as well, because in typical Brandon Wood fashion, he's fallen off in the second half. I think Smith may have fallen back a little bit as well. Nova is right there. He has got a shot here. He is on his back bumper. He can make a move now, and he's going to try it. Oh, he's not got the run there. But Cosmic Nova is here now. With 15 laps to go, he now has a shot at the lead of the race. As we go for the sweeper, he's going to make him look down low again. And, oh, he doesn't get doesn't quite get the run again. Wait, no, he does. Oh, no, but he didn't get it on the back straight there. Angel holds him off for now, but for how long? Nova catches him again down the back straight here. Heading in the final 2 corners, he is really getting close to the back bumper of the 20 now. I think they're going to make contact. They do! They touch! They keep it together, though. But that tells you just how much Nova's wanting to win this race. He's being a little uncharacteristic right now. Uncharacteristic aggression right now. Because he really wants to get past this 20. He's sick of being winless this year. He's here out to show everybody that he is the reigning champ, and he is here to stay. He is going to make a move now. In the turn 1, Angel defends well. Like, remember what I said. A fast car can be held off by someone who defends well, and that's exactly what Angel is doing right here. And he continues to hold off that 43 here as we head into the closing laps. Well, here's Ryder Smith. He's holding on to 9th place here. He's still having a good showing. There's Argus Smith. Silver Fox gonna try and look here, and he's hit him. He's hit him. He's turning 83, and Smith's car is even more damaged than it was before. So Silver Fox just turned the 83, and that car is heavily damaged. That's going to be terrible, terrible luck there for Smith. That could be bad news for his title hopes. He needed a good run today. He needed to beat Maxwell Chan, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. And not only that, but that's going to be more spots for Fingai and Chan. That is 3 spots right there, because they're going to catch him and Nelson now, I think. They're able to catch him and Nelson now. And not only that, but they have now totally caught the 30. So they're about to make some moves. So they better be wary of that. Plus, Atwood might be able to get some points here soon enough. So Smith's going to be absolutely furious at the 91 there. Yeah, he is. And that is going to be... That's just terrible news for his title hopes. Nova catches him again here. Going to be 12 laps to go here this time. Lap number 39 on the board. Where's Nova gonna make his move? He makes a move there. Masterful line. Angel's been pushed a little wide. He's spun the tires. Nova takes it. Cosmic Nova's leading this race now with only 12 laps to go. Chris Levier is in 3rd, and Duncan's there in 4th. Polyakov's come back out on the track. He's made another pit stop. I need to come in right in between these guys. Kurtis has caught the lead group of cars here, and he's going to try and make a move now to gain some more points in the championship. Another update on Chan. He is up to 12th place, and that is terrible news for Smith. So yeah, Smith, who has been leading for most of the season, is now in trouble because he is going to be losing a ton of points here. Meanwhile, Cosmic Nova is breaking away from the 20. That car is perfect. He is pulling away, and as long as it holds together, he is going to take his first win of the year. I think that'll be his 5th career victory for the reigning champ. As Duncan now challenges for 3rd place. Great showing out here. As Kurtis has caught the back bumper of these guys. He's going to try and make a move on David Valzak here. So remember what I said? Yeah, DJ Kurtis is finally getting that seemingly mythical good run on a road course. He's had a great showing here, and this is exactly what he needs to stay in the title hunt. And he's going to make a move on a 99 here. He's going to try anyhow. That 99 still handles very well. And Valzak being Valzak, I don't think he's going to give it up so easily. Yeah, Kurtis has got to fight for that spot there. As we now have 10 laps to go. Kurtis has gotten past Valzak, and he's now going to try and make a move on Sanford. That's something that shows that Polyakov could have been good today. Look at this, the 25 crew finally got their act together, but it's for the final pit stop and when it's already too late for him. But this kind of shows that he could have been good today, because he's running with the leaders and is keeping up with their pace. Granted, he's got some fresher tires, but you gotta remember that that car still has some damage. He still has some internal damage there. So he's really giving it his best shot here, and I hope he gets an opportunity to perform well in Decatur. And like I said, Valzak is not going to give that up so easily. He's actually made a move here. Despite that damage, that 99 car is handling to perfection. Valzak actually has the fastest lap of the race. So no wonder he's still up here. That car's... the handling's making up for the aero damage. And he's going to make the move there. This is not what Kurtis needed. That's his car's worn out a little bit. And he's now going to need to try and make a move to keep himself up there. He's going to go back on Valzak's inside. But like I said, I don't know if the handling is there. And wow, Will Hoyt defending very aggressively against Charles Sanford. If you didn't see that, he went way down. He went all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. He doesn't want to give that spot up at all. But Sanford is going to try and get it from him. And here's Kurtis. He's trying to wrap around the 99's outside. And he's got the move done there. And he now tries to chase down Sanford. Sanford is making a move on Will Hoyt. Valzak makes a move to the inside. Kurtis not going to give it up. And he's going to try and push on the outside there. Gets a good run. He moves to the inside of the 99 down into turn number 1. He's got to push him a little wide here. As Kurtis dives down, he breaks a little later. They go side by side into the first turn. Valzak, he holds the outside. He's going to try and make that one stick, and he is still there. And that was a fantastic run off, fantastic drive off the corner. And it looks like Valzak's going to hold him off maybe. This is a fantastic battle here between Kurtis and Valzak. As we are nearing the end of this race, I think Valzak's going to ultimately win out here, unless Kurtis gets a great run out off the outside here. And I think that's going to be Valzak's spot. Yeah, it seems to be the case. And yeah, it seems it's going to be the case there. As we are going to be heading to closing laps. Wait, Kurtis is on the back bumper. He's going to try it again. He's moving down low, trying to find an opening here as we head down the final corner. He doesn't quite have to drive off, but he's side by side anyway. Brakes late. Tries to get it by. He's going to need to get him before the exit. And he doesn't. Valzak is still there. Down to turn number 1 now. Valzak's got the good run this time. But can Kurtis hold the outside and maybe get the move here? He gets to the decent run, but is it good enough? I don't think it is. No, I think Valzak's going to hold on to the spot. Yeah, he's going to hold on to it for now. But only about half a lap later, Kurtis is back. He's caught up to the 99 again. He's going to look to the outside. That's not going to work. And Valzak's going to hold on there. Got 4 laps to go, by the way. Nova's been breaking away. And it seems that Kurtis has not gotten the best of runs into that corner. He is trying his very hardest in order to get some more points. But man, he is not doing so well. By the way, here's a look at your running order here. Chan's not made any progress. That car's good, but I don't think he's gonna run out of time here. He's not gonna have enough time to catch Fitzwater. Notables in the points include Reese Black, Connor Atwood, Dylan Young, Allie Nelson still in there, and Sanders now into the points, with Duran not far behind. The race is almost over. 3 laps left, and Kurtis is not done with David Valzak. He's caught up again. He's gonna make the move down low, as Louvier is now battling with Will Hoyt up there. If you haven't seen that. He's going to make the move down low. We head down the back straight. That CBM aerodynamics is going to have to work here. The aero advantage is going to have to work as we go down. Can you hold the car in the kink? He does. As we go down the final 2 corners on the circuit. Is he going to get the move done here? Going side by side through the sweeper. Going to be heading down this last straight into the final corner. I think Kurtis might have it this time. He does. Kurtis into P7 after a fantastic battle there. DJ Kurtis takes 7th, and Will Hoyt's now beside a 24. He might want to try and take advantage of this battle. Oh, Valzak dives in. He's not done of him. but Sanford gets a poor run off the first turn. That holds up Balzac, and Kurtis moves into P6. And that could be game. I think Kurtis is going to move up to P6 there. Man, what a battle. Oh, we got contact. It's Ryder Smith. That car is pouring out smoke now, and that's the end of Smith's day. And there's Poyakov. He's catching Angel and Nova, by the way. He's... Again, what could have been today? But we did take a look at a replay there. Turns out Cosmic Nova, it was Cosmic Nova. He didn't want to deal with the lap car. That could have... I don't think he should have done that. That could have ended badly for him. He's not going to get any kind of penalty for it because Smith's day was already over. If anyone's going to get in trouble for an instance involving Smith, it's going to be Silver Fox because he's the one that put him in his predicament in the first place. Nova just put a merciful end to his day. But either way, Smith's going to be livid after this race. But regardless, Cosmic Nova is going to be rounding the final corner and down the home straight, and he will see the white flag. You can see it right there. One more lap, and Cosmic Nova will have finally scored his first win of the year. Hasn't won a race all year, but remember, he only won one race in Season 2, and now it's going for him to win a championship as Amati breaks down right in front of him. Again, that could have been terrible. Yeah, there's nothing Amati could have done there. Yeah, Angel's stuck behind the 87, but he wouldn't be able to catch him anyway. I think this is going to be his 5th career victory, and it's going to put him in the title fight. This is going to put him right in there. He's been the most consistent driver all year, and he's finally getting that big win that's going to enter him into this picture. So your two-time and reigning champ will now be in the battle for his 3rd consecutive championship. The king of the IAS, Cosmic Nova, masterful drive here. Typical Cosmic Nova fashion. He was able to catch the 20. He passed him, broke away. He made no mistakes out here. Not the final corner. Cosmic Nova is finally back in victory lane as he wins the round of the UAE. What a drive by Cosmic Nova. He's finally back in victory lane. That 43 team is going to be ecstatic after this, with this one. 5th career win, and he is back in the hunt. Sean Angel, 2nd place. He didn't get that win, but still a fantastic day, and we believe he might also be more into this championship hunt now. William Duncan finishes 3rd. Again, it just makes you wonder what could have been had he not had 50 points worth of penalties. Louvier finishes 4th, one of his best showings of the year. Tristan Wilhoit, a fantastic showing out here in 5th. DJ Curtis finishes 6th and gonna gain some good points. 7th is David Balzac with a damaged car. 8th is Charles Sanford. 9th, James Silverfox, who the race control is not happy with, and Tyler Faber rounds out the top 10. Maxwell Chen was unable to catch Fitzwater and will round out the day in P12. And then, of course, Ryder Smith retired from the race in 39th. Man, that was a pretty good race here in Dubai. I expected a good race, and we got one. Congratulations to Cosmic Nova on finally getting his first win of the year. It's his first win in over a year, his 5th career victory, and he is now smack dab in the middle of this championship fight. He has been quiet all year, and he turned up the heat here near the end, and he is now a very real contender for the season free championship. But will he be able to keep it together? Will he win his 3rd championship in a row? Or will we see someone new on the top of the mountain? There's only 3 rounds left to go, so we'll be finding out soon. Next week, we're gonna be heading to the world famous Decatur Raceway for round number 23. which is sure to be a thriller. But that is it for today. Here comes the results and standings. You've been watching a production of the ISCC Racing Network. I'm signing off, and I'll see you next time.